3, 2, go. Welcome to the official Butthole Podcast, bringing you movies, video games, and randomness in between. Now bringing your hosts, Scott, the Great Brandino, Cage's Rage, and Star Lamar.
What is
Welcome in, everybody.
This is
What is up,
episode
everybody?
221,
The Floribama episode.
brought to you by the Blue Collar Media Group. That's bluecollarmg.com. Social media is bluecollarmg. And they'll be
Sponsoring the NFL Live Draft.
sponsor. God, that word's hard to think of. They'll be sponsoring the NFL Draft, brought to you by the Butthole. We'll be live on NFL Night, Draft Night 1 and Day 2.
Super exciting. It's less
2,
10 days away right now. When you listen to this, it might be
It's
8.
a week out. Yeah.
But this is the official Floribama wrap-up show, so I'm going to now
Whoa.
disappear,
This is the
and Star and
official
Brandon will talk about it.
Peg ball review, isn't it? Or
Well,
what
we
was-
will
just
do some
peg.
peg ball.
Okay, fine. Update us on Floribama Shore. Who's the
I
biggest
don't even
bitch?
remember what happened on the last one.
I just watched it last night. Gus ended up shagging Amy's cousin.
Oh, and then lied about it.
Yep, and then lied about
How
it.
close to Amy does she look like?
Not really.
Yeah? Like closer to Nilsa or Amy?
In between. She's blonde.
Okay,
Nilsa's not blonde.
sure.
So, I don't know. Somewhere in between.
I'll Google it for
So-
you here quick.
Yeah, she ended up hooking up with Gus over Jeremiah. Amy made him pinky promise and kiss each other's fingers that it wasn't going to happen, and he broke that pinky promise. And then, I don't know, not much happened that episode. Kirk's girlfriend came. Kodai got into an argument with all the girls on the show.
Kodak.
That was just Candace.
Well, mostly Candace, but you could tell the rest of them. Well, Amy was upset.
It's just sexual tension.
Because
could
they're
be.
all locked up in that cabin.
So
Kodai and Candace are meant to be together.
Yeah, they are.
Kirk and Kodai had a cook-off of what was it? Salmon. It was
Yeah.
a salmon cook-off. Who could cook better? And Kirk cooked it better. And then Kodai was like, well, at least I know I'm a better cook than half the people here. Because the girls in the house can't cook very well.
Yep, yeah.
And then they kind of took offense to it. And then, I don't remember exactly.
I thought it had something to do with them saying, at least I don't try to leave every time something goes bad.
Yeah, because they were making fun of him for it or something. He's like, well, at least I can take a joke and I just run off every time something happens.
Like a shot at Gus.
No, it was a shot. Candace took it as a shot at her. Because she's 3 times has packed her
Stormed
bags
off.
and said she's going to leave. But then they showed a clip of almost everyone doing it at one point in time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they showed all the girls, but they didn't show Gus storming off, I don't think.
And
Yeah.
But it was implied because it happened a week ago.
Yeah, and who's not there? Fucking, what's her name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah, she's not even on the show.
No, but she stormed off too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone did. So,
So then the tension kind of built there at the end, and eventually he was like, well, Candace, just walk off then if you're upset. And then she walked off. Then the girls were, I think Candace and Amy were out back and talking about it and oh, he just doesn't understand that this is about real life and it's not all jokes and blah, blah, blah. So.
it's a lot of reality in the reality TV show.
It was pretty good. I like the challenge better, but that's just
And
me.
that's got the finale coming up this week.
Yeah,
The
2 days?
finale?
Yeah, season finale. It should be the last episode, but maybe it won't be.
They'll probably have a reunion.
Yeah, there's always the reunion.
But I don't like these video reunions.
Oh,
I don't
they're
know if that's
virtual
how it'll be.
because of COVID stuff?
They have been for a while now, and they're just not the same without them being able to yell at each other in person.
It's the
And somebody
greatest.
storm off. And
Yeah.
do you think Johnny's done?
Bananas?
Bananas?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No
He's got a
chance.
new show.
Yeah,
Like a sleepover with bananas or something like that.
What?
Yeah, he has other celebrities come to his house and they do a sleepover and they chat on camera.
Actual celebrities?
I
Yeah.
believe- I
It's
believe
for
so.
NBC or something like that. It's on. I'm pretty sure it comes on after the Tonight Show or something like that. It's a late night, 11 o'clock on Channel 11.
Okay. Like daily or once a week?
I don't know all this information.
Haven't watched it once. But CT's going to win this year.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I think it would make some sense.
I could see CT retiring.
I don't know. He's still got some left in the tank. He's
gotta
only 45.
prove. He's not 45, is he?
Look it up. He's got to be pretty damn close to that. He was like 42 last time I checked, and I don't remember.
I bet him and Bananas are close to the same age.
Bananas is like 2 years younger.
Yep, that's what I would have said. Because, yeah, CT was in it for a couple years before Bananas joined.
He's 40.
So
Bananas 38.
So, what's 40 to 45? 5 years. I think he comes back on. It really surprises me that somebody who's 40 years old will still go on a show like this. I get it. It's a little bit more of, it's a physical challenge, right? It's not just, like
mental.
It's not Big Brother. You're not in the house just to chat and do some fun games sometimes and get kicked off. Like it's a mental and physical challenge. So I get it, but 40 years old seems a little old to be doing that.
Yeah, especially if he wins, because he won the Battle of the World, or which one was that? Battle of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds?
Yeah, like 2 seasons ago, I think.
Yep, and he took home a quarter for that, right?
Yep, because he split it with Rogan, Jordan, and D.
Yep, and then if he wins this one, how much is the payout for this one?
It's $900,000 split between the top two, so $450,000. It's $100,000 to second place split.
Oh,
and then it's $900,000 to first.
You want to hear a fun fact about 2 of the finalists?
Yeah.
Nani is younger than Casey.
What?
Casey's a newbie, right?
Yeah, this is their second season.
2?
She's 33. Nani is 32.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Nani was much older than that.
She must have
I think she was really young on her season of The Real World.
Like 18 or 19?
I don't know, it was Vegas, so you'd think she would have had to have at least been 21, but that would be 11 years ago.
Unless she
I think it was before that when she
lied about it, too.
Oh, absolutely could have. How old's Leroy then?
Leroy's in his 30s, probably like 34. 35.
All right, let's fucking get to the real shit people are here for. Bud's Day.
Bud's Day was epic. Bud's Day 21.
Yes, Bud's Day 21 was on Saturday. Gage mentioned peg ball. Was that on this podcast or
Just
a couple?
peg.
Yeah,
Just
just
peg.
barely.
Leroy's 35.
Wall ball and peg is what the two
Good
names
guess.
are for it.
Which was a super fun game. Except
Ringer
for
darts.
The Addendum King.
R.I.P. Scott's brand new walls.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked, but that's besides the point.
How fucked can a little rubber ball do?
They're not bad.
It's more from our hands.
dirty fingerprints?
and the dents in the walls too.
Did
from
they
hitting
leave
them.
dents?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I should have taken it easy on you guys, but once one of those fireballs get let loose, you can't bring them back in, you know? If you haven't seen the Butthole YouTube channel, check it out. You'll get a little reference for what we're talking about. But it's a childhood game called Wall Ball with a rendition Star like to play, or he was more familiar with, where you play peg. So instead of getting knocked out, whoever knocks you out of the game, you have to line up on the wall and they get to throw a ball at you, and
Peg you. Peg
you
ball.
play until someone quits. And surprise, surprise, Scott quit first.
In his defense, he was cooking.
Yeah,
This was after dinner.
but it was started before dinner. You know what? Whatever. Rip on me all you want. I don't care.
I mean, my knees took a couple hits throughout the night. I tried to play in Crocs. That lasted about a round.
We were all playing Crocs, so it's not an unfair advantage from just Star. Everyone was wearing Crocs.
But I have sweaty feet. Why do you think my OnlyFans is so banging?
We
is
all
true.
have
sweaty feet pics. Ugh.
You're not into that?
Foot
Do
porn
you sell
on
your
Stars
socks?
OnlyFans is next level.
Huh?
Do sweaty socks go for more?
Like you can sell your sweaty socks. Like
That's
if
what I
you
mean.
wear them for a week straight, right? People will pay for them. I'm
And
telling
then-
you, dude, this fetish thing, you can make a lot of money off of it.
And the best part too, because Star was telling me off mic, is the whole keep your socks on for the week straight, and then when you take them off, record that and post that to your OnlyFans, and people will pay a lot of money to watch that.
How
Take 'em
good
off
would
your
that
feet.
feeling be?
I
Taking
don't
your
know.
socks off
Just after
a week?
8 hours, mine feel amazing when I pull them off.
It's worth it for the money though,
I
right?
sleep
Star?
in
After
my
8 hours,
socks.
when I pull one off, yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, could you imagine the feeling you have after a week?
I
A
actually
lot
said
of built-up tension.
That would be a good video.
I think it was a week ago because I found out that my wife sleeps in her socks and I just never really noticed it. And I was like,
you married a psychopath?
That's what I said. I was like, psychopaths sleep in socks. What the fuck are you? Am I going to die?
Oh, yeah.
And then it come to realize why she made me get the $1 million life insurance policy, but not her. If you guys remember that, that's back from episode like 30.
Oh, yep.
And I think all the stars are aligning. I'm going to die.
Okay, at your new house,
eventually I will die.
At your new house, is there a his and hers closet?
There's a hers closet, and then
there's a hers and then a kind of hers
Have
closet.
you evaluated the situation? Have you looked for any areola belts or?
Well, those are all in my part of the closet.
Yeah,
the areola nipple belts.
You never came home and found an extra one laying in the corner or something?
No, there's been a few times.
You better be. We'll talk after we're off the cast.
I'm a little worried now.
Well, she did start making you eat healthy, which is just a natural sign that they want you dead.
Well, it's a natural sign if they hate you for being you.
Hey,
and now they want you to be miserable just like them.
You.
The meal you made was solid.
Yeah, yes. Super good.
What was the best part? Was it the cornbread or the ribs? I think it was the cornbread.
I would have to absolutely agree with that statement. The cornbread.
Are you just comparing it to
Chef's kiss.
other cornbread, or that was specific?
No, it definitely just met my standards of what I think cornbread should be. It was delicious, sweet.
You didn't cough afterwards?
Hold on, let me pull his knife out of my back.
He didn't get the
What
spicy.
are you
Gage
talking
and
about?
I talked off air. He's like, I'll defend your cornbread to the death.
I was
because
talking
you're
about
my
his
bud.
cornbread.
No, I know.
That Star, he's the dummy that loves fucking cottonmouth while he's trying to eat some cornbread.
He thought that's what it was supposed to
biscuits
be.
in cornbread
There was no
form.
cottonmouth to be had with those.
Yeah,
with
they
that
were
cornbread.
sweet,
It was
moist,
luscious.
and delicious, and the honey glaze was perfect.
It was a good honey glaze. I'm not going to say mine was better. I'd be lying.
You'd be lying.
I'd be tried for treason of the butthole.
No,
All
after Friends Weekend, when there was malfunctions galore, you totally redeemed yourself and showed off your cooking power.
We are getting ready and geared up for a Friends Weekend 2.0 this year, so you guys need to make sure that your calendars are clear. Star, that includes you. No backing out this time, motherfucker.
I think I had something going on last time.
You did. You didn't just stay home.
When is it? What are the dates?
18th and 19th, I think, of June.
Or 12th and
June
13th.
17th, 18th,
That sounds
19th,
right.
and 20th. Well,
Week
we go
before
up
us,
Thursday
week
night, but
before
not
us.
everybody has to.
No.
And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Here's what everyone has to do. Everyone has to hit the Grand Casino on the way so we can all be up a bunch of money.
Duh!
And then I can rob you guys in dice.
Is that how that went?
You
Oh,
don't
you did
need-
rob
Oh,
me,
that was
guys.
this weekend. Yeah. I robbed actually every one of you. We played
In a game of luck, Gage's rage, he won.
This is true. Gage had the horseshoe this weekend.
Are you shitting me?
So I just
No,
wonder,
dice is quite literally a game of luck.
What about the brand new gambling game you guys tried to teach us?
War?
And you and Star thought
Oh,
you'd fucking work
hockey
us in.
and we
Dude,
just
no.
worked 'em?
Hockey
It
is
wasn't
not
even
brand
close.
new. Hockey
You
is
guys
an
were
OG
like-
game.
You Scott and Star are talking after Scott quits in Peg, and he's like, "Oh, should we teach these guys how to play hockey?
They
you
think
want to
we
play some
can't.
hockey?"
Think we can't open
Me
doors and hear
Brandon,
them?
Brandon's just like, "What's hockey?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've never heard of it." Oh, it's a gambling game. I'm like, all right, if it's gambling,
not
I'm
even a
sure
It's
we'll
not
win.
a gambling
We
game
just
at all.
Bet on it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
you could
betting
have
playing
saved
Go
yourself a
Fish.
few bucks and not bet against Gage's rage because I was smacking my dick all over you guys.
I can't help
you can
that.
keep talking
And then we
all
played
this
hockey.
shit, but
Actually, it was just Star too. I fucked you so hard.
let's not take
Was
out
that
of
after
context
we went to bed?
how nice of a friend I was after I won money off of all of you in ringer darts. I felt bad, so I gave it all back in 1v1s.
That's
This is true.
And then
Plus an extra 20.
Because he felt that bad.
I felt that
I
bad.
felt so bad. Yeah, I that was actually just a down payment. So you guys thought, oh, I'm gonna just be taking Gage's money all night when I was losing ringer darts bets, and
$60 to me real quick.
came back to me even faster though with an extra 20 on top for interest.
But imagine this: the two most actual skill based things you could possibly have is trying to beat Star and I's 14-point dub in Rocket League,
which we were on
Gage
pace
could not
to do.
pull off.
Bullshit! You voided the bet for a reason. You know we were going to squash it.
I didn't void anything. The bet got voided because it was a forfeit.
There was a forfeit. And what was the score? 8-0 with 2:30 left.
215.
7.
Yeah.
7
We were
to
on
7.
pace
We
to
were
break it.
Yeah.
And
You
we
were on
knew-
pace to tie
We
it.
were absolutely confident we were smashing it, and it was a 2-1 odds you gave me, so you would have been out quite a bit.
I would have been out 100 and you would have been out 50.
I wouldn't have been out shit. You would have owed me $100.
Okay, but you were literally on pace. You weren't ahead of pace when it forfeit happened.
We
you
were
were
gonna,
on pace.
We were gonna get it.
Okay, it's easy to say.
We were gonna
and then the second was the Madden game. Actually, skill based at the end of the night. You could have definitely bet on the Madden game, and you got fucking wrecked.
If I ever bet on Madden ever in the history of my life, just
Then I'm going to
fucking
check you
kill
into
me.
Gambling Anonymous.
Just kill me.
I don't know if
I don't
us
deserve to
watching
take another
this
breath after that fucking bet.
Madden on this TV right now is just because of how you're doing it through your computer. But that PS5 Madden looked beautiful,
Crisp.
especially compared to this.
Yeah.
Well, this is a third
This is
rate.
streamed through 4 different
no.
options.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, the PS5 Madden is way slicker than the 4. It just is.
It's slicker for sure.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even get to our midnight Oklahoma drills in the garage.
Oh god.
We could get to those.
Oh man, we had just cleared out. We'd taken over Scott's garage.
Completely rearranged the garage twice, might I mind you. Which is fine. It looks better now than it did originally, so we're good.
No complaints. All right, and then
We
we
have to
start
have
getting
room for
into
activities.
we start getting into some fucking long snaps and. With 4 of us, I mean, you have one snapper, one guy taking the snap,
A running back and a
then
defender.
You got to get a full squad lineups going.
And Scott starts out snapping just for fun to me, and then it's like, all right, you got to do better than that. And then Gage is like, I can do better than that. And, well, now we need somebody rushing the passer. And then it turns into everybody taking around
Oklahoma.
and going at it. Yeah, straight up.
Scott Dog's back inside to check on, I think, one of the pups or something. So the 3 of us are left out here, me, Star, and Brandon. And me and Star are just casually doing some monkey in the middle, a little back and forth. It's kind of like half trying for 4 seconds tops, and then it's back to casual.
I was the youngest brother that wanted to come in and play. Like, I need a chance at throwing the ball, too.
It's all winding down, and Brandon's like, no, I got to throw. So Brandon, he gets the ball. He takes 2 steps back, and maybe I set him up for trying to go in the back of the garage and
But, okay,
go for the toe tapper in the end of the end zone.
but before we get into it, I did throw and complete like 6 passes before the incident.
By
3
my
passes.
recollection,
It was right when he
it
took
was,
over.
I got to throw the ball. First toss, off the rip, goes to the fucking ceiling. Luckily, he didn't smash a hole in Scott's new garage. He just takes out a $40 LED light bulb.
Yeah, the alien, I
one
call
of
them
the
the
corn
fucking
stalks.
alien lights, the corn stalks, yeah.
So every dollar I won beating Gage in ringer darts went right to
He
Scott.
just throws it away to replace a fucking light bulb. You could have knocked out
anything else.
pretty much and not been out 40.
A radio? Oh, yeah, I'll replace that for $25.99
The
on
thing
fucking
falls
Amazon.
from 15 feet down to the ground, doesn't shatter, doesn't break. It's fine, but the wires disconnect from whatever
The socket?
Yeah, it's like
Well, they're not
fuck.
made to completely shatter, though.
So
They're all
then-
wired inside.
Oh,
of
so
the
they're made to
canister.
fall.
No,
No,
I would
They're
have
made
thought
to
with
fall.
how soft you threw it, it wouldn't have done any damage at all, but
Oh, you want to see hard?
pretty flimsy at the neck.
I'll fucking show you hard, bud.
you did it on Saturday night.
Well, it was a bet.
Not impressed.
Well,
There's that.
there is that. I'll football hard throw you.
I don't know. I
I'll be
was
right
very
back.
sore
BRB.
the next morning.
Oh,
I don't think
extremely.
it hit everyone else until maybe after naps.
I didn't take any naps. I needed one, but I got home. My brother wanted to go disc golfing, so we just hit the course. Mistakes were made, man.
Yeah.
I got home after that. I did get food with him. Got home. I crashed. Like 5:30. Woke up at 9. Was up for another hour. Ate some more food.
made.
Boom. Right back out. I thought for sure with the 4-hour nap until like 10 p.m.,
Yeah.
I'd have been screwed up until 3 a.m. Nope.
Oh, right back
Right
to
back
bed.
to bed. It was no problems at all.
I had my entire left arm, and I'm guessing this was from football because I didn't really use my left arm in anything else.
Yep.
That's from blocking
Blocks
and trying to throw people off.
You
and stuff
threw
like
the
that.
fuck out of me too.
Did I?
Oh yeah, there was one. I was trying to snap, and after 2 of them, and you just the second one, you straight tossed.
Oh, is that the
me.
bull rush?
Yeah. Yeah. I was not expecting.
I got to
this.
show my moves. It's like,
brought
I
him.
got the swim, the spin, and the bull rush. I'm a triple threat.
These fucking light bulb $38.99. I just can't get over it. The worst fucking thing to hit in the whole garage, and he smokes it. How hard did he throw it? Was it like a lob pass?
It was
a
such a
lob.
lob pass.
He was trying to go up and over, and it just squared tip of the ball. Just knocked
And
it
of course,
out,
the corncob light bulbs hang down like fucking
An extra 18
10
inches.
inches or whatever.
It's
Like
fucking
they're
big
just hanging
ball.
there waiting for you to smack them. And he does.
Oh, it was hilarious too. Scott walks back out there finally in the morning. Holy fuck, it's dark out here.
They do light up the fucking room.
Yeah,
They're
so
nice.
it's just compared to two like 60 watters that are normally up there.
Definitely.
They're
was.
Okay,
nice.
nice. They do make one similar with the LEDs, but it has like 3 prongs.
I think he's got
coming
them
up.
out in the basement.
I've got one in the basement of
Yeah.
those. Yep.
Yeah.
You can like redirect it and point it if you want to.
So it'd be
or-
up or down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I got one of
directional.
them over the putter. Over the what the fuck is it? Putter ball. Over the
Putter
putter ball.
And Gage didn't even say his favorite part of the whole Bud's Day
I know my favorite
was
part.
when the ice cream truck showed up and all these kids showed up right outside.
Gage was.
You are
He
sick.
was like, "There's an ice cream truck outside."
Don't even
And
insinuate
kids.
that. No, that
Where
is
them kids at, though?
Oh, fuck.
And then he brought up, he's like, "Oh man, when I was a kid, I'd want an adult to play football with me."
Oh, okay, legit. We'll bring it up on the podcast. I did grow up in the neighborhood with my older brothers and with younger kids in the neighborhood. When I would go along and try and play games and get the whole neighborhood involved, I feel like not only did I just enjoy getting out and playing, but the younger kids love playing with the older kids. I know when my older brothers would do it with his friends, it was always a blast. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you get a chance to play with the big kids. So, but we were looking at a park of about 8 young boys, like 10 to 14 ish.
Probably.
They were in that middle school, end of
Yeah.
elementary age. If we would have walked over there and tried to play a pickup game, without a doubt in my mind, parents would have came running. They would not have allowed that. But if it like back in my childhood, if my brother came by with 4 of his buds, they're like 2 are all-time O, 2 are all-time D, we would have had a pickup game going in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have taken any time at all. But it's just a different world we live in now.
Times they are changing, and with a
Without-
mustache like that, I can't blame them.
Not at all.
Fuck God.
Stay away from my kids.
You guys will be jealous in 6 months.
Brandon just left. I thought he was going to come back with something, but he didn't. He says, "I'll show you hard." Comes back, and he just doesn't bring anything hard.
I guess that was a good time to leave, wasn't it?
No, but Bud's Day was a great success.
Very successful.
And we'll have to do it again sometime.
We'll have the Friends Weekend. That'll be probably one of the next ones.
Are we all going to be there?
Oh, by the way,
I got to check my sketty.
you were mentioning last year is at Bud's Weekend is how we got our entire intro for our live streams. Am I not wrong? Am I not right about that?
There's a little bit at Stein Cabin.
Yours was from the Stein Cabin. Was
And
yours?
from-
Both of ours are
Yeah.
from as well. You were not at the Stein Cabin, so we had to pull you from that one.
So the
And
only
then
one then.
Gage's tire throw.
You're the only one.
Okay. And then the tire throw.
The hammer slogging
Oh
was
yeah, the
from
tire throw
Brandon's
was at your
parents.
place.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a compilation of clips we've made.
But
Speaking of
nonetheless.
compilations,
Maybe a new video will come out of the next one.
There should be a pretty good one, I think. So with the peg ball or with wall ball peg version, there was definitely someone who kicked the notch up on the pegs. I think the first couple hits weren't that hard of throws. And then I got a chance to throw at someone, and I threw as hard as I could. But I wasn't trying to hit someone. I was going for the scare tactics, you know?
I'll throw
'em.
right above them, but let it ring.
So I think we can get a compilation of just balls banging right above the ear hole. Or there was
Yeah.
a couple really good ones. I think I got you
It's
with
normal.
a really good one.
I know you hit Star with a great one
I
right
didn't-
at the beginning.
No,
No,
I
that
didn't
was
hit him
the-
with it.
that
Yeah,
was the
I buzzed
hard
it
throw.
right by your ear.
the ear
Yeah.
buzzer. Yeah.
It didn't touch me
No, but it was close, right?
close enough to make me want to get you back.
Everyone else, yeah, that's what I wanted. I didn't want to get hit, or I didn't want to hit someone with the first hard one, but I wanted it to get ramped up, and it did, and it was just awesome. I
So
had a
just
great time.
really quick, why would you not have wanted to been the first to smoke somebody? Just out of curiosity.
Just doesn't make you feel good.
Okay. I
Like,
mean, I would have been.
everyone had this bar down here. I took it up, but just threatened it, you know?
And that's how it goes when you're playing games with guys. It starts out and it's like, okay, yep.
The first few were lobbers.
It's
They
like-
were not hard.
A slap bet. Like the first one, all right, it's not going to be that hard of a slap. But then somebody gets a little bit of a slap in there, and the next thing you know, it turns into a hard slap bet.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you got fucking a big old turkey on your back. Have you ever seen that? The turkey from the hand slap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a
And then
slap,
trace the bitch and put the head on
Slap
the
at
turkey.
your
slap bet's
face.
got to be the face. Yeah.
Well, wherever you end up with it, you fucking trace the turkey on the welt,
So then over the weekend,
spit
there
out
was
your teeth.
some fighting with the Jake Paul, right? He won.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
watch. Who gives a fuck?
He
It was
knocked out
stupid.
that dude, and
Ben Askren.
My brother told me before that fight, some of the preliminary fights, they actually did have a slap fight where they stand up at the podium.
That I would watch. Oh, dude, the assist was dirty. You should have got the assist on that. Sorry, we're playing Rocket League.
I must not have got it.
I know. I was like thinking about it. If you're trying to get kids or young people interested in the sport,
That was dirty.
wouldn't you show them slap bets and quick stuff and get TikToker, YouTuber guy Jake Paul into the mix? And
so I think Starr said that he is the one that Jake Paul kind of like funds these fights, right?
yes, he brings a huge payout for whoever faces him. And he just gets attraction from TV contracts and deals from all
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
And he takes a
Insanely.
huge cut of the pay-per-view.
Yes, but also the boxer, the fighter that's in the other side gets a
Gets a hefty
huge payday for this retired guy. I mean, it's probably an easy $1 million that he had to go and just take a fall.
Maybe even more than that.
And it was
Well, he
definitely
didn't
a
quote
win-win.
unquote take the fall. It was a real boxing match.
Yeah, but he was smiling after the knockout. I mean,
I don't know if
think
it was
he's-
rigged or not, but I'm just like,
It was a win-win. He got
Yeah.
a big payday.
yeah,
Jake Paul got
the
a
W. He ate
legitimate
that
fight
W.
that will get him
Wow.
a real fighter that's active, not a
Yeah.
retired guy.
Yeah,
Not going to be, another YouTuber. I think him and their brothers, KSI and Logan Paul.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Yep, but KSI is another YouTuber that boxed Logan Paul.
Oh,
And then
okay.
this is what started Jake Paul's boxing career. He boxed KSI's little brother, who's also a YouTuber.
Okay.
And then after he won
Yeah.
that, he hasn't really gotten recognition, kind of seen as an amateur, but taking out a real pro that fought, wrestled professionally.
Yeah, who had a pretty good resume, too.
Yep, it's going to get him in the door or in the conversation. And I think already today there's reports that people are lining up for his next fight. So-
Conor McGregor, I heard, was one name that was floated around now.
Jake's been talking a lot of shit about Conor. Like he's been chasing Conor a while. If
of
Conor
course he
were
would
to come
chase the
out-
fucking notorious
He's the biggest
one.
name. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking like.
Why
if
would
you
Conor
think of-
McGregor ever do that? Unless the money's ridiculous.
The money would have to be ridiculous to do it.
I mean, technically, Jake Paul is 3-0 in his boxing career, and Conor McGregor is 0-1.
technically.
Technically, yes, but I mean, you're talking about amateurs versus pros and a whole different slew of
The
problems.
two that
but
I saw was Tyrone Woodley, I believe his name is.
That would be solid.
Another UFC,
UFC
fighter who's
guy,
actually
yep.
a striker,
Yep,
not just a grappler like Ben
the wrestler
Askren was.
Yep.
And then also Tyson Fury's younger brother, Tommy Fury,
Ooh,
That doesn't do as much for me.
yeah, that's
who he was a boxer.
Yeah, but just name recognition alone, Woodley is much more known.
yep.
Probably depends on who you talk to, because Tommy Fury was on a dating show.
This is some of the
Yes,
females we
and
know.
that's exactly the first box they're looking to check when you're looking for a boxing fight.
Yeah,
Were you on a
I doubt
dating
Jake
show?
would be interested in that one, but for you guys, do you guys know any UFC fighters besides McGregor? Like,
Yeah, I know a lot of them. I watch UFC pretty regularly.
You're into the mix, similar with my brother, but like when I think about big names, McGregor's the one,
He's the biggest name in fighting, period.
and then
He shouldn't be.
I mean,
Why?
Floyd Mayweather was.
What has he done
But
recently?
Floyd.
No, he's
Floyd
just
is boxing.
rising off of his fame that he has from
I know
his
that's
past.
why I'm saying he shouldn't be.
The reason
He
McGregor
lost
is
to
so
Poirier.
big,
He lost to Nurmagomedov or whatever.
Masvidal?
No,
was
the
the Russian guy,
Eagle.
Nagurmadov or whatever. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly.
the
how
ones
it's pronounced.
we paid for it at Brandon's house.
Yeah,
Who was the big
think
one he
it's
fought?
Khabib.
Yeah, Khabib.
That's Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. No, that's Khabib's last name. McGregor. The reason McGregor is so massive is because he's almost like a fucking cartoon character. Like he's just a
strong,
character.
Short.
Like most UFC guys, they can't sell the pre-match stuff like Conor McGregor can.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, the promos are WWE style promos.
You love it.
Except he's a real fucking fighter. He's gonna
He
go
can
out there
back
and
it up,
actually
too.
try to kill you.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
so just in new age times, the guys I think about are all old and retired, like Griffin and
Well, John Bones Jones is one of the better UFC fighters right now. I don't know what you're getting at with this whole UFC thing, but
if
you're
you're
not.
disconnected from the scene, like Brandon probably couldn't name one UFC guy.
Khabib.
But Nate Diaz, could you
I'll
take
ask
him?
you next. I'll ask you next week.
Could Nate Diaz take who?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Nate Diaz
I
would
think-
destroy him. The Diaz brothers are fucking filthy.
Yeah, they're insane too. I think many UFC fighters would take him, but it's kind of one of those things. It's a lose-lose. You know, for the UFC guy, you either go in there and beat him like you should, and then you get no recognition for it, except giving him the opportunity to knock you out. And if he does that, you just get your ass whooped and platform this fucking YouTuber, social media influencer to actually have a name in your sport that you worked your ass off for. I found it interesting.
Yeah, but it is fair to say money talks.
Yes.
Give
without a
somebody
doubt.
the right amount of money, and they'll do it.
Yep. Definitely.
And from the looks of it, he does not. I mean, he pulls big numbers.
Yes.
That fight on Saturday, I don't think the final numbers are in yet, but the ratings, from what I've seen, were pretty damn good.
I heard it was kind of a shit
Shit show.
production, though.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't
They had
doubt
like
it.
a bunch of
Snoop
musical
Dogg.
acts that there's no real crowd or anything, so it's just all these people performing to no one.
And then
What about Mike Tyson right now? Do you think Mike Tyson would beat him?
Yeah.
Or would that pull the numbers?
Ooh,
I think
it
Mike
would pull
Tyson would
numbers.
be fair.
that
I
actually
don't know.
might be closer than it should be.
What I saw
I think it would be a big
50.
time. I think it'd be big though. Like it'd pull
about
numbers.
Jake Paul is that he's been extremely strategic in who he fights. So I believe that there's not a lot of people out there that challenging him. If he thinks he's going to lose, I don't think he'll fight him. I don't think he is looking for the challenge. He wants to build a resume, keep making a shit ton of money before he goes. Because all it takes is one loss
And
for
it's
this to
over.
be over.
Well, I think you're wrong. I think he will lose, and then it's how he comes back from that loss. Because
But I don't think he wants to lose now.
No, you definitely have to get some weight under your belt and then go.
But the
for-
problem for him is you also need to get big enough names to where people want to watch.
yes, yeah,
So
it's
he's
got to
get-
legitimize.
I mean, is
something in
Ben
his career.
Askren a huge name?
No.
Not really. I don't think.
Is Nate
think-
Robinson a huge name?
I'm not saying you need huge names, but you need it to be a progressive build.
Yeah.
And that's what Askren is. He's
Yeah.
a stepping stone into a current.
He was a
active
professional combat sport
Yep.
participant.
Yep.
Like Mike Tyson, I could see being 4 or 5, a big name like Mike Tyson. And then McGregor would be, if you got to somehow maybe 10-0 or something, and you bring in McGregor. I just don't see
even think
McGregor doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I
even
think the
touch
money
it.
would be there. McGregor versus Jake Paul. I think that money would be.
Could he get Manny
That
Pacquiao
would
at some point?
Pacquiao's
been out of the-
size difference between those two would be
That's fair.
Enormous.
That's fair. I don't know if Pacquiao would even do it because of that.
Yeah, Pacquiao's been active. for-
Mayweather obviously would take a payday, but he's also a small dude.
He was supposedly boxing the older brother,
Jake Paul,
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't know if that lost traction or what.
I don't know. I'm just shooting from the hip here. I honestly haven't watched a single boxing match of his, or I haven't watched boxing in general
Well,
in forever.
they haven't been
Yeah.
long. Both of them were early first round knockouts.
And Paul won both of them.
So, I don't know.
I think back to your slap bet thing. I think something like that for this type of crowd.
Yeah,
Like he's drawing a TikTok, young YouTube, like that type of crowd. So I think that those type of competitions early on, something kind of
In the
out of the
preliminaries?
ordinary, a little silly, like still aggressive,
Gimmicky.
exactly gimmicky. I think those would be big amongst. I mean, imagine the views on TikTok it would get just to have a couple of those clips from. Hey, this is pre-fight with Conor McGregor. We're having a slap bet contest with X, Y, and Z. Like that I think would draw some
it
attention.
would do well. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. That was my point. It's refreshing to see him try new stuff and rejuvenize the sport or the audience for the sport. I think most boxing and UFC guys are about our demographic, 30s, male,
Yeah.
gambling addicts.
And boxing has, in popularity, gone down
A lot.
in recent years. And so there's a lot of professional boxers that like what he's doing for the sport.
Yeah.
Bringing the
Like they're
attention.
bringing
back.
a lot of attention. Yeah, it's gimmicky. Yeah, it's not real boxing matches. But if people start to like boxing because of it, and then the next Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fight gets huge because of it, they're
Yep.
going to love the fact that he brought that many new
Bigger
viewers to the sport.
pay-per-views and more money into the sport, just all the way around, increase the popularity. To a sport I would have considered being on its way out, dying in popularity since the 2000s. But
I've watched one boxing pay-per-view, and it had a UFC fighter in it.
yeah, I'm in the same boat.
The only one I've ever ordered.
It just hasn't been big since back in Tyson's day.
Yeah, I like back in the 50s, I mean, everyone knew who the heavyweight champion of the world was. And Tyson was kind of the one that brought it back in the 80s and 90s. Just some massive heavyweight
Yeah, George Foreman,
champion.
like there's a
Vander
handful of
Holyfield.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a fight night video game that I played a lot, but I just created my own character. I didn't play as actual boxers. But that one was fun. I think they quit making it.
Was that Ready to Rumble?
No, it's called Fight Night.
Oh,
So it was like Fight Night round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, and then Champion, I think, was the last one they made.
okay.
And I
Did you play
figured
that Ready to Rumble on N64?
On N64, yeah, I did with the Afro guy. That one was fun. There was
So fun.
it's like 10 levels and you beat the game though.
Yep.
You just had to beat it. And there was
But
one
just
that was
every
the
time.
big dude at the end is so fucking hard to beat.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I never played that one.
Super.
It was like the only game that you used the C's on the
Oh,
N64
yeah.
controller.
Yeah, it was.
I remember I was like, this is
special
weird. I don't use these buttons. What's
Now,
going
if you
on?
can look back, like, these do nothing for every game ever. I love those. I saw a TikTok of, like, a dad giving his kid the N64 controller. He's like, just hit the Z button. Which one's Z? And he's holding it on the wings.
Like a regular controller.
Yeah, he's like, no, like, that's your joystick. And he, like, cannot hold it right. He's using it, but he cannot.
I've seen the videos of the people holding it. Like he just said, Gage had his full hand on the joystick.
Yeah.
It just hurts me in my soul.
It's so
We
bad.
need to cut that into the bit intro. No, that's your joystick.
Well, even like just the difference in how kids grew up nowadays versus how even we grew up. Because you think about a kid in like born in the early 2000s, you ask them to imitate a phone call, they're not doing the finger spread like the Y type deal. They're gonna have like looks like they're holding a block next to their ear.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, because you used to do like the groovy.
Oh, kids wouldn't do that? I think that would still fit
No.
for the phone.
Not in the videos I saw.
They just hold it up like they're holding a
Like they're holding a
iPhone.
block cell phone. Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Or I heard the sounder that separates like millennials versus Gen Z, the dial-up tone for the internet. Kids didn't know the struggle of not being able to make a phone call while you were dialing up.
Having thousands of
We barely knew it either,
nudie
though.
videos at your fingertips.
How long did we really have to live with that for? A few years?
Yeah.
Like 3 years?
I'm a little older than you.
Honestly,
you are,
so
but-
my parents got it and deleted it before I was like the age I could use it.
AOL?
Just internet.
Yeah.
Like we had internet early and then like it was gone by like 2002, I want to
Yeah, it's
say.
because you guys were using all your bandwidth up on porn.
I
was-
was
Yeah.
7.
And that's just loading pictures, too.
Yeah.
It's like bar,
They
bar,
were sick of it.
bar,
They were spending-
nipple, bar.
That was my mom's excuse. It was gone until I was 16 and paid for it myself. So I can watch all the nudes I want when I'm paying for it.
Well, okay, that's a sounder. On the
No,
next
but I'm
intro.
like thinking about growing up. Like
I'll
we,
watch all the nudes I want when I'm paying for it.
we had technology at our fingertips too, but we had the Game Boys without a light, so we couldn't just sit there and fucking veg out with it right in our face. We had to wait for the street light to go by to make a move.
While
No
you're in the
shit.
car.
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
Playing in the car.
That's solid.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, one huge thing for me growing up, Toys R Us went out of sale or went out of business, so they had big sales. It was my birthday. I got a portable screen for my GameCube.
Didn't Toys R Us just go out of business a couple years ago?
They've probably many have.
They've been in
gone
and out for the last since I can remember.
Okay, so you're
Forever.
talking, yeah, okay.
So I was like, yeah, fourth, fifth grade, something like that, and got that portable TV. That was game changing for long car rides.
Fucking solid.
I saw a post that said it can tell your age basically off of what your favorite party movie is, and it, like, went through a bunch of them. I don't know if it technically works, but it had like American Pie, Superbad, Project X, Booksmart. Like, it went further back, and it's like basically whichever one you watched when you were young becomes your favorite party movie. Is how they assume it, and then they can like give you an age range between 4 years of how old you are based off when it came out and when you saw it.
So what is yours?
I prefer Superbad over American Pie, but I guess technically I am in the middle range of
Those two?
millennials. So, well, I was in high school when Superbad came out. I was
Superbad was funny
in like
as
fourth grade
so
with
It is
American
funny
Pie.
as fuck.
So funny.
Fucking McLovin. But I love American. I
Booksmart
love
was
the
on
whole
there.
American Pie. Like,
Superbad was a one-off. American Pie was a series.
yeah, they still make them, and they're still the same raunchy, funny, style.
I think my preference was Project X.
Yeah.
I would go Superbad out of that list.
Scott?
Super bad. Project X was not on Superbad's level for me.
It was lame. I thought it was
Yeah.
lame.
Well, I wouldn't say lame. I liked it, but like Superbad is legendary.
Wasn't it based off a real story, though?
No.
I think they said it
Yeah,
was.
that's what
Loosely, I'm sure. Any fucking movie's based loosely off of a real story. Superbad probably is.
There's
You have
some
one
really
name.
funny parts in Project X.
Yeah, I'm Project X. I'm not trying to shit on it. I'm just saying, like, Superbad to me, it was better.
It was a very funny movie. I got to watch that one again. here
Yeah, I
soon.
don't really remember it. It was just a
Superbad or-
legendary party, right?
Project X?
But the build up to it and everything is good too. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a huge party.
Yeah, on
and
the
it gets
roof
way
and-
huger than they ever thought.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Crashing a car into the pool and
The whole thing.
Remember
with the
that
neighbors
OG
is-
video of me passed out in Trevor's fucking yard
yeah,
with the Keystone
picture.
light by me and the bag of chips?
It's a perfect picture.
It looks like our like
Oh, wait,
Project
is it your
X.
profile picture for him or something, Brandon?
It might be when he calls me.
It should be.
I feel
if
like
it's
I've
not.
seen it. Yeah, you're just like, yeah, it's like the cover of Project X. Yeah, I've seen it.
Right in the middle of the fucking yard. We'll post it to the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it star.
You know it's a long time ago because he has hair.
Fucking good. Nice head of hair. Nice
Zing.
head of hair.
Yeah, that was.
Is that me or my cousin Trevor?
Is May 19th, 2012.
Nuts.
Woo!
Coming up on the 10-year anniversary of that shit.
Damn.
Fuck, we're getting old.
Nah,
9
it's
year.
9 year.
Math
No,
is
I mean
hard
coming
for
up. Like
water
next
guns.
year is the 10-year.
I guess you use coming up pretty loosely, but okay.
It's a whole
I use coming
year
pretty loosely
anniversary.
too.
And with that,
Go jerk off?
bye.
Check out our website,
I wasn't paying
www.officialbutthole.com.
any attention.
We're on
I
all
was
socials
reading.
at Official Butthole. Please leave us a
chat.
rating and review on Apple Music, and we'll see you next time.
Shot fantasy.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Yes. The shock fantasy referral.
I guess actually not that bad.
Well, end up getting a case of beer out of it. Well, Scott did.
No, that went into brand building. Everything goes into brand building. Especially Gage's winnings.
What winnings?
You guys. You got some dice around?
Fuck
I
no,
do,
I
they're
don't
right
got the
there.
money for it.